Rain. It can be peaceful. It can be annoying, and sometimes it can feel like the sky is actively trying to destroy everything beneath it. A few drops can feel relaxing. Thousands of drops can flood streets. Millions of tons of water can reshape entire landscapes. And that's the weird thing about rain. We see it all the time, but most people never really think about how many different forms it takes. Because rain isn't just rain. There are levels, and every level feels completely different. Some make you want to sit by a window with coffee and listen to it hit the glass. Others make you check the weather app every 5 minutes and question leaving the house. And some are so powerful they can shut down cities. Today we're going through every level, from tiny floating mist all the way to the most powerful storm systems on Earth. And by the end, you'll know exactly when it's just a few drops, and when the sky has become a boss fight. Level 1. Mist. This is the smallest level. Mist is made of extremely tiny water droplets suspended in the air, usually less than half a millimeter wide, which is tiny. So tiny that they don't fall fast like normal rain. They almost float. That's why mist feels different. You don't really see rain falling. You just walk into air that feels wet. It lands on your face, on your arms, on your glasses, and suddenly everything is damp. You ever walk outside and immediately wipe your face because you can't tell if it's rain, fog, or your imagination? That's mist. Mist is peaceful, quiet, soft, but also weirdly annoying because it looks harmless, but still somehow ruins your hair. Level 2. Drizzle. Drizzle is basically mist's slightly stronger cousin. Still light, still soft, but now actual droplets are falling. Very small droplets, usually under half a millimeter, and they fall slowly. This is the kind of rain where you stand outside for a second and think, do I need an umbrella? And the answer is usually, no, but also, you're going to regret this later. Drizzle is sneaky. It doesn't soak you instantly. It slowly builds up. 5 minutes feels fine. 10 minutes feels questionable. 20 minutes later, your hoodie weighs twice as much and your shoes are making wet, squeaking noises. It never feels dramatic, but somehow it always wins. Level 3. Light rain. Now we're into classic rain, the real thing. This is the kind most people picture when someone says it's raining outside. Steady, visible, consistent, not too aggressive, just enough to hear clearly against rooftops, windows, and roads. This is the famous cozy rain, sleep rain, reading rain, movie rain. The kind that makes everything outside look calmer. Roads shine, leaves glisten, streetlights reflect on wet pavement. Fun fact, the relaxing smell people notice during light rain is called petrichor, that earthy, fresh smell after rain hits dry ground. It comes from oils released by plants and bacteria in the soil. Basically, rain has a smell. And somehow, everyone agrees it smells amazing. Unless you're outside in it without a jacket, then it smells less amazing. Level 4. Moderate rain. This is where rain starts affecting your plans. You notice puddles forming, sidewalks flooding near curbs, cars spraying water outward as they drive by. This isn't background weather anymore. Now it's part of the environment. You feel it, hear it louder, see it bouncing off pavement. Visibility starts dropping. Windshield wipers move faster, and everyone driving suddenly leans forward like this helps somehow. Nobody knows why, but everybody does it. Moderate rain is manageable, but you definitely respect it. This is umbrella weather. No debate. Level 5. Heavy rain. The downpour. This is where rain becomes aggressive. Rainfall rates can exceed 7 millimeters per hour here, which means a huge amount of water falling very quickly. This is the kind of rain that sounds loud indoors. It pounds on roofs, hits windows hard, drums against metal. And if you're outside, good luck. Within seconds, you're soaked. Hair soaked, shirt soaked, shoes soaked, socks destroyed. You run for cover, but by then, it doesn't matter. Heavy rain doesn't ask permission. It commits immediately. This is also the level where talking outside becomes difficult because it's so loud. You're yelling over rain just to be heard. And the funniest part? At some point, you stop trying to stay dry. You just accept defeat. You become one with the rain. Level 6. Torrential rain. Cloudburst territory. This is extreme rainfall. Massive volumes of water dropping in a short period of time, sometimes faster than city drainage systems can handle. And that's when flooding begins. Fast. Roads disappear underwater. Parking lots become ponds. Streets turn into rivers. Water rises over sidewalks and curbs, and visibility can become almost zero. You look outside, and the rain becomes a solid curtain. Not droplets anymore. A wall. A moving wall of water. Fun fact, just 15 centimeters of moving floodwater can knock a person off their feet, and deeper water can move cars. That's how strong fast-moving water becomes. It doesn't look powerful until it is. Torrential rain is where weather becomes dangerous very quickly. Level 7. Tropical storm. Now add wind. A lot of wind. Rain is no longer falling straight down. It's flying sideways, across roads, against buildings, through trees. Everything bends. Branches whip around. Leaves go airborne. Loose objects disappear. Trash cans become projectiles. Umbrellas instantly lose the battle. The umbrella flips inside out, or just leaves. Gone. Lifted into the sky forever. Tropical storms usually form over warm ocean water, where rising heat feeds huge rotating storm systems. And once they build strength, they can carry insane amounts of rain inland. You don't walk through a tropical storm. You survive one. And finally, level 8. Hurricane. Typhoon. Cyclone. Different names, same giant storm. Here's the cool part. They're actually the same weather system. If it forms in the Atlantic or Eastern Pacific, it's called a hurricane. If it forms in the Northwest Pacific, it's called a typhoon. In the Indian Ocean or South Pacific, cyclone. Same storm, different location. These systems can stretch hundreds of kilometers wide, with powerful spiral bands of rain wrapping around a calm center called the eye. And the eye is strange, because inside the center, it can suddenly become calm, quiet, almost peaceful. Then the wall of the storm hits again, and everything changes instantly. These storms bring extreme rainfall, violent winds, flooding, storm surge, huge waves, and major destruction. Entire neighborhoods can flood, trees can be ripped from the ground, power can go out for days, roads can vanish underwater. And when standing beneath a storm like that, you feel unbelievably small. Because at that point, rain isn't just weather anymore. It becomes force, power, nature at maximum scale. So next time rain starts falling, look up, pay attention. What level is it? Mist? Drizzle? Light rain? Moderate rain? Heavy rain? Torrential rain? Tropical storm? Or the sky's final boss? Rain seems simple, but it isn't. It can be soft enough to barely feel, or powerful enough to reshape entire coastlines. Beautiful, peaceful, annoying, or terrifying. All from water falling from the sky. So, what's the craziest rainstorm you've ever been in? What level did you survive? Let me know below. And if you've ever been caught in level 5 or above, respect. Thanks for watching.